Okay, it's February 17th. We're going to do an update on what's in the tent. So let's just kick it off, drag them around. This plant, single, looks pretty good. I believe there's a couple flowers. There's like 2 flowers on this thing. There you can see them. 3 flowers. Anyway, no pepper set yet, but looking pretty good. Looking pretty healthy on the top. Nice, soft leaves. This thing's pretty heavy. Can barely lift it, which is weird because I haven't watered it in like 5 days. But this plant, the way this looks, it's telling me that it does not need water. So I'm wondering if the root run does not go all the way to the bottom, that it can't soak up the water down here, because it's heavy. There's a lot of water sitting in this thing. But yeah, but otherwise looks pretty good. Wish it was bigger. Love the shape though. This is one of those ones that was a double and then it was topped. It looks like a mess, you know, honestly. Elongated leaves, weird shape. It's topped. It's topped in there somewhere. You can see it. Maybe you can't see it. But it's going out every which way. It's kind of just a mess. And it's not a very strong plant. It feels like it doesn't need water either. Again, haven't watered this thing in quite some time. It does have this like weird blight on it on 2 of the leaves, but I know it's not contagious because it doesn't seem to spread. I'll probably cut those leaves off when I give it a little haircut. But this thing, not really happy with it. I'm gonna go back and look at when I topped it and decide that that's too early for a topping. So let's just throw this guy brutally into the back and then look at our prized possession, tree trunk. Now we call him tree trunk because it's a freaking tree trunk in there. So tons of offshooting. You know, this is an offshoot. I don't know what caused this plant to go crazy like this other than fertilizer, but this thing is huge. Great shape, great size, great offshoots. This one is something I hope that I can recreate. No peppers yet, so you know, at the end of the day, that's what matters, is how many peppers you can get off a plant. So we'll see what happens with this one, but very pleased. And I watered it about half gallon, maybe 2-3 days ago. This guy over here, pretty light. See, I can lift that one up a lot easier than I can lift up the smaller ones, which means most of the weight is from the water. So that's what they say, to lift up your pots every day, and you can tell when they need water. Decent offshoots, decent size. See, like that's an offshoot. That's pretty cool. It's pretty busy in there, so we'll probably trim some of these mega leaves right here. Leaf did fall off this one just a minute ago, but all in all, it's looking pretty good. That's my hand, so it's about 4 times my hand. Top growth looks great. Very happy with this plant as well. Let's dive into that plant back there. Drag this boy around. Just throw this guy out of the tent for a second so he can capture some aphids and bring them back. And then drag this guy. This one looks okay. This is another one of those doubles. We got a plant there and a plant there. Now, I think that I would not recommend doing this because the doubles just didn't seem to form. And the ones that I topped, whenever I topped them, it was not a good idea. So this isn't maybe like cannabis where you can just top it instantly, but it's, you know, it's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It has a good 4-pronged shape, but it hasn't gotten the growth. And it's covered in this like blight, which is kind of interesting because both plants we've seen with this blight have been topped plants. So that's a clue. That's a good clue about what this is. Both of the top plants have it. Anyway, this plant looks pretty good. There's a non-topped plant. Now, the side shoots. something we look at. The side shoots are just not really there for this one. There's like barely, you know, this is one right here. That's a decent one. Let's zoom out, take a look. So that's a decent one. But this is the only decent side shoot this one has. One. Whereas this bad boy has like 1, 2, 3, and that's just without even twisting it. So definitely I'm gonna say keep it to singles and juice them. Juice them. That's the moral of the story. Don't do that. Actually, don't do that. So this one is looking pretty good. I'm not gonna twist it around right now, but it's, you know, it's becoming pretty flush with peppers. It's got them pretty much everywhere. There's 2 right there. There's like, I mean, how many can you pick out in this photo? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7. Ooh, look at that, baby. That's a great shape. Look at the shape. Look at the shape. Look at the phone resolution. Jesus Christ. All right. That's what we got for you today.